Hi guys, how's it going? So, as you may have noticed, the last couple of videos which I have uploaded onto my YouTube channel are basically pack openings and a quick teaser trailer for the latest version 2.6 update. And this video, it's been a while since I've done a full-on face, straight on video towards the camera. It's a bit unusual for me, and something a bit different from the typical pack opening video is what I've been doing as of late. And in this video I want to basically explain to you guys what has come of the latest 2.6 update and where we are with it. Hopefully it'll give you guys a bit more clarity, because I know I've thrown out a teaser trailer and a couple of pack openings, but I've not quite delved into it too much. So I'm not going to make this video too long as always, because I don't want to bore you guys. So this is a general overview of what has it now available to purchase in the 2.6 update, which you can get from the Game Crafter. So, first off, obviously, all of the booster packs have been updated with fresh, awesome new designs. We've got the one of the new mages on the front, and I never really go for like the royalty rare characters now on the booster packs. I try and get down to like the uncommon and the rare cards for the artwork on the front of the booster packs. So yeah, that has been updated, and the booster pack has now been updated with the latest 50 cards in the 2.6 Mage update. As well as that, the cards have also been updated in the Jumbo booster pack. It's still got the same design packaging. I'm in two words as to whether change that again, but at the moment that's not on my priority list. The main thing is that I've got all of the cards available now in both booster packs, the standard 16 pack or the enhanced 32 pack Jumbo booster. In terms of rarities, nothing's changed. The probability is exactly the same as to the number of rares. What you get guaranteed royalty rares and stuff in them, so a bit of value for money. But I'm not going to bore you with the the cost of things. Then obviously we've got the starter deck. So the starter deck is the obviously gets you into the new 2.6. If you're interested in playing the game and you've not got any cards and you want to play it, I would highly recommend picking up one of the starter decks, because each version in the cycle has got its own starter deck. I'll come on to the cycles in a minute, but basically this is the latest one, which is the Mage's one. It will contain 31 cards of the latest set, which is already, it's in terms of unique cards, there's about 15, so it's quite a nice wedge towards collecting all of the Mage cards without having to find them all in the booster packs. And obviously it's not an overpowered deck either, so if you've got another starter deck, for example, as well as the Mage one, they're both pretty fairly balanced. And you can customise them to however you want with booster pack cards. So yeah, we've got the starter decks which are out on the front. Now on to the whole terms of cycles. Where are we up to with cycles? So we are still in cycle 1. Now the Mage version 2.6 was going to be the final set in cycle 1. Now what I mean by cycle 1 is where every colour in the game gets its own official release. So for example, we started off with black and white, then we moved on to red, then we had blue and green, and well, this is actually the green one. It's a hybrid type set, and with each release of the colour on the colour wheel, if you like, a new specific type of archetype was released, and that's how a cycle typically goes. So when cycle 2 starts, you will be able to purchase a cycle 1 booster pack and then a cycle 2 booster pack, so that you're not finding it too difficult to find the cards what you want. And the same goes for the Jumbo booster packs as well. You will have a cycle 1 Jumbo booster and a cycle 2 Jumbo booster. So don't worry if you think that there's too many cards going into the pool of a booster pack. Don't worry, because once cycle 1 is out of the way, a brand new booster pack will create it, and you will have the option to purchase a cycle 1 or a cycle 2 booster pack. So bear that in mind. And as well as each colour in the cycle, we also have the filler sets. So we have already had the beta and the filler number 1 sets, which filler sets are basically top-ups for previous archetypes and or things which are different towards the game. Now, like I said, every colour in Cycle 1 has now officially been released, and it's come to my attention from certain people in the community that they want to have more Wrath of Khorse 1 artwork returned into the game. And what I've decided upon is, after the 2.6 update, there is going to be a second, or in theory a third, filler before the end of Cycle 1. And that will contain about 100 cards added into the pool for Cycle 1, and then Cycle 1 will then be closed off and complete. It will still be available to purchase and play, etc, etc, and then I'll be moving on to Cycle 2. So what's coming in this new filler set? I've got a list of things I want to bring into the second filler set, and a list of things I do not want to bring into the second filler set, the third filler set. For example, the Angels. I don't want the Angels coming in the filler set. They are going to be released in Cycle 2 or 3. So the reason why, not only is it because people want more Wrath of Khorse 1 artwork in it, for whether it be nostalgic reasons, but I do want to bulk out the game much more, and it is a good thing to think about. I've got about 600 or so pieces of artwork just sat in a file under my computer desk, and you know, every set release, maybe 5 pieces come forward from the original game, and by then Wrath of Khorse 2 is probably going to be complete before I even scratch the surface of all the artwork, what I've got to put into the game. So I want to bring the second filler set very similar to the first beta set, where a nice big wedge of OG artwork from Wrath of Khorse 1 is actually utilised and put to good use, rather than it just being sat in the archives of Wrath of Khorse 1. So I am going to try and break that down into 10 lots of 10 types of cards, so like maybe 10 Corellisians, maybe 10 special types of units, maybe 10 special wonders, 10 cores, something like that. I need to get it all on pen and paper, and I am away on holiday next week, so I might actually look at working on that and seeing what I can get in terms of a list. In terms of collabs will be available in the filler sets, not by much though, because I want to keep the focus on OG Wrath of Khorse 1 artwork. Anyway, that's the rambling on with the second filler set. It's going to be called filler 2, but in theory it's a third filler set if you count the beta update in 2.0. So yeah, back on topic with the Mage updates. What else? We've got 2 Mage sisters coming. So that is one of the Mage sisters, which is Iris. Now we already have Kira and Rhea. They are mages and main characters from the original game. They're daughters of King Rhaenys, who is already in the game, and that leaves about 4 mages left to be released in Wrath of Khorse 2. So we've got Iris, who is the youngest mage in the series, and she is basically the Ember mage. She deals a lot with enhancing fire magic, dealing fire magic and enhancing the health of your units. As well as Iris coming out, the Green Mage is also coming out, which is Ulsa, and she helps with, she's a nice cheap unit to play out, and she helps with supporting the player. So we've got the 2 main characters, what you want to look out for. We've also got a ton of new glares and X-glares, especially the cores. Some of the cores look absolutely amazing in X-glare. I don't think I have it to hand. Actually, yes I do. It's in this pack right here with me now. So that is the core you get in the starter. That looks pretty cool. However, that is the X-glare variant, one of the chase cards. So you can kind of see where the differences are between the standard and the X-glare variants. So we've got some really nice X-glares coming in the latest updates. What else did I pull? I actually pulled the Noxious Corellisian as well, but I think I've already got that one. what else with this update? We've got, in talking about collaborational unit artists, we've got 2 new collaborative efforts. We've got one from Skyscape TCG, who's offered some amazing artwork to put into the 2.6 update with the mages. This one is actually an archdemon, but he's a frigging tank of a unit, and he's very good if you can get him out early on. So that's Skyscape TCG. He has offered me 5 pieces of artwork to put into this game, so keep an eye out for them 5 pieces. Some of them are very good cards as well. And the second collaborative effort is with a good fellow HTCG creator who's doing very well in the community lately, which is Epic Underworlds TCG. And he has given me 5 other pieces of artwork to create another 5 collaborative cards in the 2.6 update. So in this latest update, 10 out of the 50 cards are collaborative efforts. So if you're interested in collecting the card game, be sure to look out for those in the game as well. And then finally, what else have we got in the last thing is more of a product update in the Wrath of Khor's game, and this was another suggestion by another player, another fellow HTCG creator, and I can't believe I've not actually created one of these, but they are literally very cheap to buy on the Game Crafter, and they are these little dice packs. So we've got Magma Blast Red, which is red, not more to say about that, and we've got Dazzling Sapphire in blue. I think I prefer the blue one, but when you shine them up on the live they look really cool. And each one comes with 10 of these little chips to manage your charges on your core, a d6 for when you're in battle, and a d10 for managing the life on your core. The d10 is obviously, a lot of d10s don't actually count up to 10, they go 0 to 9 for some reason, but these ones actually go up to 10, so that is the biggest thing I wanted to show you guys in with these little packs, is that it actually goes up to 10, because it's tricky to find a d10 that doesn't go 0 to 9. And they also have the premium Game Crafter dice in it as well, because you know, it's a nice product, it's a nice little touch. They're not exactly bank breaking in terms of the cost of these, and it's something a little bit different than just having a plain white die as well. It's got each one of these has got a really nice marble effect to the dice. So yeah, if you're after something like that, I may put these in the duo starter kit, but that's going to be something for another time in the future. Anyway guys, I think I've rambled on long enough, but that hopefully is everything that is now out and updated in the 2.6 update with Wrath of Khor's 2. So you managed to get it as well, thanks very much for watching, and if you've got any updates or yourself or any suggestions, anything you want to see in Wrath of Khor's 2 going forward, there will be something unique coming out to the game after the first cycle and before the second cycle, so keep an eye out for that, because it's not just going to be something normal to the game, it's not just going to be an update with more cards added to a booster pack. That will be coming after the filler set, when I get around to making more artwork. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. See you later.